Hey, it's your boy, I'm Vivekananda, and in this episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what you can do to make your first short film. Let's go. Okay, so you've been thinking about making a film for some time. Why haven't you made it? First thing, oh, money. Cool. Money, fine. Don't know how to put a film together? Okay, cool. And don't know how to edit a film? Cool. In this episode, I'm going to solve all three problems for you. See, first thing, budget. What do you need a budget for? First thing you need to ask yourself, what do you need a budget for? Okay, locations, fine. What if you could shoot at locations for free? What if you could go to these locations and barter your services? I'm a digital marketer. I go and say, dude, I'll give you a free digital marketing console. Let me shoot it for 2 hours. Finished. Location expense gone. Okay? Then you'll be like, oh, I have so many locations. Fine. Do this for each location. Ask your friends if they know anybody who owns cafes. Ask your friends if they know anybody who owns restaurants. You need to take action. Because today I spoke to somebody and I'm promoting my workshop, which is a motivational workshop where we study neuro-linguistic programming techniques to remove doubts and limiting beliefs in the mind that are stopping you from making a film. So I'm talking to him. So are you interested in making filmmaking? Because I usually do that as a qualification process to see if I'm talking to the right person or not. I don't want to just go start pitching filmmaking workshop to a person who does not want to learn filmmaking. His time is saved, my time is saved. He's like, yeah, I'm looking for a producer. I'm like, okay, fine. So I asked him, is it because you don't have money, you've not made the movie? He's like, yeah. And I'm looking for a producer. So I felt maybe he's not fully qualified for the workshop. So I cut the call. Now, looking for a producer syndrome. This is what happens. Looking for a producer syndrome makes you delay your project so much until somebody gives you all the money you want to make a film. Now, this is the problem. If you want to make films, you need to make many films to get good at films. Okay? So every film that you make, you're getting good at it. So you cannot expect the first film you make to be perfect. First thing. Second thing, you need experience in filmmaking. So you need to spend every year maybe making a film. Okay? But if you're waiting for 2 to 3 years for a producer to give you money to make one film, and then you start making the film, and then you take another 2 years to make the film, so that's 5 years you spent trying to make this one project happen. Assuming you're 25 right now, maybe you're older, assuming you're 25 year right now and you live till you're 100, you have 75 years. Okay, now what is 75 times 3? 3 5s are 15, 3 7s are blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you only have 36,000 days if you live till you're 100. Okay, 36,000 minus about 25 years. So let's do some math. Okay, let's do some math right now. My math brain is not working. Stay with me, don't go anywhere. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so a person is 25 years old. Okay, so I'm writing 25 here. 25 and 75 years. So what? So we have to do 75 times 365. So that's 27,000 days. All right, you only have 27,000 days left to make films, and 5 years. So how many days is 5 years? Okay, 5 times 365 equals 1825. So 1825 days to make one film happen. Do you think that's a reasonable amount of time to spend on one project? 1825 days to make one idea happen. Dude, WTF? Go. Use your own resources, because if you wait for somebody to make everything perfect for you, dude, you're going to make very few films. But if you actually take action and then say, okay, fuck it, I'm going to make this happen myself, then things start happening. Okay, now, it's going to be hella tough. It's going to be hella tough. But if it's hella tough, that means you're doing something right. If everything is easy, you're not making the right film. If it's tough, then you're putting yourself in something called eustress. Eustress is the stress that you put on yourself that makes you a better person. Distress is something that you put on yourself that distresses you from the inside. Eustress in every project means that you're doing something that seems kind of impossible. Skills. Okay, skills are developable. If you can develop all the skills yourself that you need somebody else to do for you through Udemy courses, you're fastening the process. And once you learn a couple of software, you will learn that everything has a basic process. To achieve a certain outcome, to animate an object or to make a character, a design, okay, of a person and his hand go from here to here, there are 5 actions that I need to do on an After Effects software. I need to first add pins, puppet pins to this hand so I can move it. Then I need to add bones to the hand to make it flexible. Then I need to move it. So I need to study this process over a couple of YouTube videos, make a list of the skill sets I need to master, and then go look for those things. Now, you can do both ways. I'm not saying don't go for the producer. It's always cool to go with the producer because you got the money. But what I do is, or what I've been doing is, I've been writing scripts. Like, whenever I'm writing a script, I think that, Dharma or Yashraj is going to give me a check to make the film. Okay? Then when I finish the project, I've been doing something else. By the time I get to making a script, it's like 2 years after I write it. Okay? So if I write a script today, next year maybe I'll shoot it the year after that, so I have enough time. But when I get to it and I'm still I'm still figuring out how to make this happen. Instead of going and trying to get other people to give me money, what I'll do is I'll rewrite certain parts of the script and make it such that I can write it myself. Which does not mean I compromise, I do my best. But if you're doing something on yourself, an indie production is something that does not need to look like a professional Hollywood production, because you have your own charm. If you try to make an indie film make it look like a Hollywood film, it's always going to be compared to that. But when you're making an indie film, you're making something of your own, low budget, cool things, creative ways, creativity comes. The main thing is, go make films, okay?